today? Today we're going to be doing Give Me 5, page number 5 for Thursday. Go ahead and cross out that last column for Friday. Don't worry about answering those problems and submitting them on Google Forms because there won't be one. It's a student holiday, so take that time to spend with your family, do something fun, go outside, plant a flower, plant a tree, do something productive, okay? So let's start off in the first column. They want us to compare 800ths and the fraction 800. 8 over 100, 8 out of 100. So I like to think of money, of course. I know that this is how 8 cents is written. So 8 cents, okay? All right. And then if I were to think about money on this fraction, let's see, out of 100 pennies, I have 8. So out of 100 pennies, I have 8 pennies. That's the same thing as 8 cents. So boys and girls, 800ths and 800ths are equivalent. They are equivalent. So go ahead and write the equal sign in that little section, or you can do what I do and write all my choices and then circle it, okay? Next column, they are wanting you to round to the underlined place value. Let me go ahead and write this up here. While I'm writing this, I want you to think about what place value is underlined in this number. The number is 573,905. And they have this number underlined. What place value is that number in? Well, I have some room at the top a little bit, so I'm actually going to write the place values. So this is the ones place, 10, 100, 1,000, 10, 10,000, and 100,000, okay? So ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. So boys and girls, what place value is underlined? The 100,000s place. So they want us to figure out what is the nearest 100,000. Is it 500,000? Or is it 600,000? Those are the nearest 100,000s for this number, okay? So you underline the number in the place value they want you to round to, and then you circle the number to the right. That number that you circle, you're going to apply your rounding rules. Is this number 5 or more, raise the score, or is it 4 or less, let it rest? Well, I know 7 falls under the 5 or more, raise the score. So I know this number is going to round up to 600,000. So you need to write 600,000 or circle it like I did, bam, as your final answer. And another reminder, if your answer has commas or decimals or dashes, or the comparing symbols, be sure to write it exactly and type it in exactly how we have it on our Give Me 5 page. Okay? Awesome. The next column, they're wanting you to subtract decimals. First thing you need to remember when subtracting, the bigger number always goes on top, and you need to line up your decimals. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put 40 and 80 hundredths on top and 3 and 7 tenths underneath it. And I'm going to make sure to line up my decimals, because when I line up my decimals, like the buttons on my shirt, I'm lining up my numbers by place value. Hundredths, tenths, ones, tens. Okay, now let's subtract. So 0 minus nothing is 0. If you wanted to put a placeholder 0 there, you could have, okay? 8 minus 7 is 1. Drop down your decimal. 0 minus 3, we can't do that. So we're going to go to our neighbor and borrow 1. And it makes that 0 a 10. 10 minus 3 equals 7. And 3 minus nothing is 3. Boys and girls, your final answer is 37 and 10/100. All right. And I'm going to challenge you. I want you to think about how would you check your answer, okay? How would you check a subtraction problem? What is the inverse operation to subtraction? That's correct, addition. So I want you to take a look at these numbers. What numbers would we add to make sure we have the correct answer? That's right. We would add 37 and 10/100 plus 3 and 7/10. And when we add that up, you should get 40 and 80/100 as your answer. If you don't, then we do not have the correct answer. All right. Okay. All right. Next column, the strip diagram, boys and girls. I know I already have it done on my paper, but we're going to go over it together. So here we go. And I forgot to label my strip diagram. So if you haven't done that already, go ahead and do that. I have my whole, I have a part, and I'm missing another part. Here I am right here. So when I have my whole, I'm going to subtract 3,000 minus 465. 3,465. I'm going to make sure I line up my numbers by place value. This is the ones place, ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000s. Okay, I may have to, actually I'm going to write that, I'm going to write that more up here because I know we're going to have to regroup with this problem because we're subtracting across zeros. So I'm going to rewrite it up at the top. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and start subtracting. I know I can't subtract anything from 0, so I'm going to have to go to my next door neighbor. They don't have anything either. They don't have anything either, but the 3 has some to share. So the 3 is going to give this 0, 1, and make it a 10, and this is going to become a 2. Okay? Now, it's not, the 0 doesn't really need anything. It's really that 0 in the ones place that we have to get some to. So he's going to give us 1, okay, and he's going to give us 1. So the numbers you should have at the top is 10, 9, 9, and 2. Now we can start subtracting. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 6 is 3. 9 minus 4, 5. And 2 minus nothing is 2. Bring down your comma. Your answer is 2,535. Awesome sauce. Okay, and last but certainly not least, our multiplication facts. We're going to wrap this week's up. Here we go. 15 times 1 is 15 because anything times 1 is itself. 55 times 0 is 0 because anything times 0 is 0. And 8 times 6 is 48. And like I said, go ahead and scratch out Fridays. Don't worry about that. Okay? Learn something new. Well, that is it for this week's Boys and Girls. I will see you again next week. Make sure you're following along with the video. If you need some help, remember to input these answers into Google Classroom on Thursday's Gimme 5 Google form. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.